Have you ever wondered how the seeds of democracy were sown in India during the British rule? The Indian Councils Act of 1909, also known as the Morley-Minto Reforms, holds the answer to that question. This significant piece of legislation marked a turning point in the governance of British India. In the late 19th century, despite Queen Victoria's proclamation of equal treatment for all her subjects, the reality was starkly different for Indians. Opportunities for Indians to participate in the governance of their own land remained sparse, and the British authorities were reluctant to view them as equal partners. This reluctance was exemplified by Lord Curzon's partition of Bengal in 1905, a move that triggered a massive uprising, or a shift in leadership. The moderates were gradually replaced by extremists who believed in more aggressive methods. The demand for home rule was raised for the first time in 1906. Meanwhile, a group of elite Muslims, led by Aga Khan, approached Lord Minto with a different demand. They sought a separate electorate for Muslims, a concept that was then unheard of. John Morley, a member of the Liberal government, wanted to bring about positive changes in India's governance and was sympathetic to their cause. The result was the Indian Councils Act of 1909, which introduced several reforms. For the first time, elections were held for legislative councils. Indians were admitted to the councils of the Secretary of State for India and the Viceroy, and to the executive councils of the Bombay and Madras states. The Muslim League's demand for a separate electorate was accepted, marking a significant shift in the political landscape of India. However, the act was not without its limitations. It failed to fully meet the demands of the Indian National Congress and other Indian leaders. But it was a crucial step forward. It laid the groundwork for further reforms and set the stage for the gradual evolution of representative governance in India. So to sum it up, the Indian Councils Act of 1909 marked a pivotal moment in the history of British India. It introduced significant reforms, including the concept of separate electorates, and increased the involvement of Indians in the governance of their own country. However, it was merely a precursor to the more extensive reforms that were to come in the future.